Hello everyone, this is RR&R Reviews coming at you again with a new review, this time on the More Than Meets the Eye Studio Series 86, Optimus Prime and Megatron. Try saying that 3 times fast. Yes, to commemorate the anniversary of the 86 movie, and also to make collectors who couldn't get Optimus or Megatron the first time around a little more happy, Hasbro decided to release battle-damaged versions of Optimus and Megs from how they looked in the 1986 movie when they were fighting to the death. Yeah, for any collectors that don't mind Optimus having a gaping hole where his grill is, or a bit of a banged up Megatron, these won't be too bad to add to your collection. Before I get into grading these things or anything, let's take a look at all the accessories they come with, the articulation that they have, and see just if they are worth their MSRP price point. So let's go. So let's take a look at Optimus first. And in general, I do like how this figure captures a lot of the gnarly damage that Optimus had sustained to his body when he was throwing down with Megatron. I do like the cracked windows, and the shade of them are also quite nice. It may not come on camera very well, but this shade of blue here is much lighter than the original releases was. So that's nice because it definitely is more reminiscent of that original G1 cartoon. Zoom in on his head here. We can see that Optimus's noggin is also appropriately very damaged. His visor, or his battle mask, I should say, has got lots of cracks in it that I think the designers sculpted very well. Same with the, I guess you would call them antenna, that are all bent and misshapen. And even here, he's got sort of cracks along his ab area. I don't know what you would call that. And of course, the gaping hole in his chest that eventually leads to his death. In all seriousness, though, let me just get the camera to focus on him. Yeah, this is a very nice figure sculpting-wise, and anyone looking for a almost dead, but not quite dead Optimus will find this figure very nice in that regard. Moving on to articulation, so the arms can go up about yay high. You can have Optimus at least go into a nice little T pose. His arms go back all the way. They rotate all the way back and rotate all the way forward. Elbows bend at 90 degrees. A little disappointing considering how much this figure cost, even on the aftermarket, but oh well. Legs, they go about yay high, and you do actually get a pretty nice bend out of these, which is good. You also have ankle pivots, so you can still get him into some pretty dynamic action poses, and also the hands have articulated fingers. So there's this one piece that allows you to move these 3 fingers here, another that allows you to move 1 finger, and that allows you to open or close his hands however you wish. So as you can see already, you can get him into some pretty dynamic poses. I'd say arm articulation could be a little bit better. Oh, I almost forgot. You should have a butterfly joint as well, if you just be careful to take off that hinge there, so that you can pose his arms a little bit more. His arm goes back about that far because of the backpack, but you do get quite a lot of bend forward, which is always cool. But you do want to be careful with it though, just to make sure you aren't going to damage anything. But yeah, overall this is a pretty good Optimus on the posing front. And without further ado, here is Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. And I gotta say, after a bit of an arduous process, I quite like it. I really enjoy just how boxy this thing is. I know characters from the original Transformers G1 cartoon are known for being that shape, but Optimus here in particular is extremely square. Again, I love the shade of blue on the windows, perfectly matches the vibe of those cartoons. And of course, you can take the shrapnel piece and you should still be able to attach it to the truck mode. It looks like he's smoking a blunt. But yeah, this thing rolls pretty well. And is overall just a very nice Optimus truck mode. Transformation wise, there are parts about it I do like. I do enjoy flipping out these parts here so that you can connect them to the rest of the truck. But these red pieces are the bane of my existence, because what you have to do in order to slide these into place is that you have to rotate them, and then you have to squeeze them into place, which also causes friction with the wheels, because as you're trying to slide this in, you're also sort of rubbing against the wheels. So I don't know if that will lead to any damage over time, but yes. Actually, let me just rectify that really quick. But yeah, that's one part of the transformation I don't really like. And in general, this Optimus has a much more complex transformation than you'll see in most mainline Transformers, mainline collectors Transformers anyway. So it's still satisfying if you're into those like complex transformations for these characters. For me, I could have done with something a little bit simpler. But yeah, overall this Optimus is very, very nice. Next up, let's take a look at the mighty Megatron. And to start off, again, I really like the battle damaged look for these figures. Really evokes the Transformers Siege toy line, with all of the like damaged parts here on the chest, the cracks on Megatron's bucket head. It almost feels like they took like a lot of what they learned from the greebling on Siege figures and applied them to these cartoon accurate 86 ones, which is really cool. So when it comes to articulation, Megatron can move his leg about that far up, get a nice little bend down, more than 90 degrees. Arms can go all the way forward and all the way backward. You get a bit more bend out of his arms compared to Prime, which is always nice. Just like Prime, his fingers are articulated as well, which is always good to see. And just like Prime, you can get him into a T-pose. Oh, right, of course. Can he do the splits? Yes, he can. This Megatron can do the splits. Is always nice. And yeah, he's probably more articulate, and in my opinion, this figure really captures the look that Megatron had during the movie, when it was like a lot more by comparison. Just based off of articulation and looks, I prefer Megatron over Prime's. Megatron also has Prime Beat in the accessories department as well. Of course, he always has his handy fusion cannon with him that you can just plug into his arm like so. So just turn that around. But yeah, the shape of this fusion cannon is a little weird. It almost looks a little small on his arm. I don't know what it is, but it feels like the barrel here should be a bit larger. But you know, still looks good. Very quintessential Megatron. We have the blaster he uses to kill Optimus Prime in. Quintessential accessory for this Megatron. You can also just slide that into his hand like so. So that's always nice. And last but not least, we have Megatron's own gun mode, sort of shrunken down to be the size of a regular gun. And for people that wanted a gun mode Megatron, I mean, it was never going to happen because of toy laws, but this is probably the best we're going to get for that, and I do think it really completes this set quite nicely. You can see the Decepticon logo right there, and again, you can have him hold the gun like so. We are left with this gorgeous Megatron tank mode. Rolls very well. You may have noticed in the robot mode that there was barely any kibble. Like, the most you saw were the tank treads. And the way that this figure, all the like little details and steps that allow this like almost screen accurate Megatron to transform into this tank is just incredible. There's a whole mechanism to for example, I'm just gonna show this really quick. You wouldn't have expected the Megatron cannon to have a hidden hinge that allows the cannon to go from the regular cannon into this adjusted mode that you can then slap onto the vehicle mode to make the tank cannon proper. But yeah, this vehicle mode, even though it was never in the original 86 movie, I still really enjoy it. I still love that the battle damage on the chest is still there. But otherwise, everything else is pretty pristine by comparison. Like the tank treads are very nicely detailed. The cannon, of course, also looks pretty neat. What isn't as neat is that it does look a bit odd as you actually begin to move it. It can't really move up that far, but it can move all the way around. And it does look just a little bit odd. Like, yeah, these are clearly two robot arms trying to support this modified cannon. But I still really like it. I still really enjoy this vehicle mode. And overall, I'd say that again, between the two, I think Megatron is the more complete package. And again, Prime is an excellent figure. I'm having a lot of fun with him, but this Megatron, man, I'm just wanting to play with him like way more. And that concludes our video today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you all next time. for our next review. So stay safe, and I hope you all take care of yourselves. Peace.